Today I've got to tackle a project that I've been putting off for a while, and that is replacing the exhaust on my Xterra. A few months ago the tailpipe fell off, it rusted off, so I just pulled it off all the way, and I actually ordered a replacement exhaust off Rock Auto. This was probably back in September, and I just haven't put it on yet. This is basically catback exhaust, so it comes from the collector through the muffler and then a tailpipe. There's no cats that I have to do. I just have to unbolt it, basically post cat. But let's get to it. So this is basically the kit from Rock Auto. It's all Walker components, and then the gaskets and stuff might be another brand. But this is, like I said, a catback Walker replacement kit. Step one is obviously to remove everything. So basically I'm replacing from here, which this is where the catback bolts the cats up front here. And then here kind of the crossover. And that heat shield is loose. I'm basically replacing everything from here back. So the muffler is right here. And then right now the exhaust ends at the back of the muffler because the tailpipe's gone. Typically it snakes up over the axle and then out by the back bumper. So there's some mounts that hold obviously the exhaust up the frame and cross members. The worst part is going to be getting these bolts and nuts loose that actually bolt from the exhaust to the cat. All the bolts actually came out of the cat to midsection really easily, so now it's just a matter of taking out these brackets to hold the exhaust on.
What?
Hold the camera right here. Oh, you got your finger in it. Hold it like this. Exhaust is out of the mounts, and I'm just going to drag it out from the car. So this is the old exhaust off next to all the new stuff. So as you can see, basically this piece will go over here, which goes on the driver's side, slips into this piece, and then this is all one unit. And then the tailpipe, which was missing on mine, like I said, you can see here where it broke off, was supposed to have this, and then this is the tailpipe that'll slide into there or over it, one of the two. So there's clamps, there's gaskets for up at the top at the cats. So before I put everything on, I just want to clean the flanges that are on the exhaust on the car currently so that everything seals well. Probably going to look for some new hardware to bolt everything back together. I think I'm going to pretty much put it back together the way I took it off, with the tailpipe off. I'll put that on after all of this is back in. So that's my next move here. It's probably pretty hard to see in that clip, but this pipe that goes from the driver's side over to the muffler doesn't fit. So I'm going to try and bend it, see if I can get it to fit in place. My second option would be using the old one from the old setup and seeing if I can get that one to fit. Let's see if that actually did anything. That's closer. Well, after a few hours of trial and error, I finally have this crossover tube and the muffler bolted on and in place. Still need to do the tailpipe. Hopefully I can get that in place with the muffler in, because this thing's not coming back out. I ended up reusing the old crossover pipe that I took off. The other one, the Walker one, just wasn't bent right to make everything work, and struggled for a while with both. Had to cut this one a little bit to get it to fit, but it's on there. So now I'm going to try and get that tailpipe to fit. And that's a wrap on the exhaust. The tailpipe actually went way smoother than I expected it to. Pretty much slipped in. I had to pull the mount down, slip it on the exhaust, slide everything in place, get the clamp on, and it seems solid. So I'm going to start it quick and make sure it's not leaking really bad anywhere. I'm not too sure about the two flanges, how they're going to seal, but we'll see. Start it up and, like I said, see what happens. That's a wrap. I think I have a small leak at one spot. The way all that stuff fits together isn't great. I think I can either use different bolts or maybe double gasket it and, I don't know, readjust some things and get that leak to go away. But pretty solid otherwise, so I'm pretty content. Don't think I'd really recommend the Walker stuff for this. Put it on my truck and on other cars before, and it's been okay. This sucked, so definitely wouldn't recommend it. Although it's cheap, I don't think it's really even worth spending your money on for this application. But anyways, has something on it now, so at least it has the tailpipe coming out the back again, and should be good to go. So that's it for this.